what you heard. Know you gotta get in your bag. When you get cash, they mad. Don't try to bring up my past. You better get in your bag. Your bag. You better get in your bag. Your bag. Yo. Wait. That cat don't stop for nobody. Put up in a Porsche and I left.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for coming back. Today is January 26th. I'm gonna make it. It's my it's my 8th video of 10, and I'm super duper excited about that because 2 more videos and I did it. 10 videos a month, first month down. Okay, so I'm gonna do it. But so in today's video, I am going to be giving you guys 50 Netflix recommendations. I don't even know if that was 5 times, but yeah, 50 of them. And these are all shows and movies that I've watched. And you know, I got my handy dandy list, okay? And I'm just gonna give them to y'all. I'm gonna give a quick little synopsis about each one that I can, because I don't want the video to be too long. And usually when I get to trying to explain something, I'll tell like the whole movie, and that wouldn't be right. Then it'd be no point in you watching it, you know? So make sure that you guys subscribe. Make sure that you like this video. Leave a friendly comment down below. Also, let me know if you guys have seen any of these movies or TV shows, and if you like them or not, because if I'm recommending them, that's because I like them all, okay? And I watch a lot of TV, and I know it's not healthy for your brain cells or whatever, but ain't nothing wrong with me. So, you know, I'm a TV watcher. I still get my homework done, all right? What? I still drink water. It's okay. If you watch a lot of TV, put your hand up. We should start a club. But no, so some of these I've watched recently. Some of them I watched a while ago. And yeah, I just want to share them with you guys because I know it's been super duper cold outside and y'all just want to be in the house. And what's better to do than be in the house watching Netflix, eating food? Nothing. So yeah, all right, let's get into it. Make sure to subscribe. Y'all, I got a problem. I just cannot talk at all, and y'all probably laughing at me in my last video when I was trying to say that word, you know, credibility. I just said it. So girl, Lord have mercy. So don't do me. But yes, when you subscribe, make sure to invite a friend or 10 to check on my channel to subscribe and all of that. So let's get into it. All right, we're gonna do TV shows first. I'm gonna do TV shows first. So first one I have on my list is The 5. And just to briefly talk about this one, because this show is so good, like it blew my mind. So basically, the thing with this show is that this little boy went missing, I think it was 25 years ago maybe, and all of a sudden his blood shows up at a recent crime scene. 25 years after he went missing, his DNA shows up at a crime scene. And so all that's just going on, and they're trying to figure out what the heck, and it's just good, y'all. Next we have Marcella. This is a really good show, and I just watched the 2nd season a while ago actually, but the 2nd season blew my mind because I wasn't expecting it to go down like that. But basically she's like a detective, and there's like, you know, this murder and stuff like that, but she also has like a lot going on in her personal life, and that's why it's called Marcella, because it's really about her. And like she's so like crazy. She thought she did the murder. Like it's just so much that goes on in that show, but it's so good. Okay, I'm trying to spare some details because Next, we have How to Get Away with Murder. And I know a lot of people watch this show. And when I first started watching it, it was when it first came out. I was watching it on TV. But now it's on Netflix. And they have, I think, all the way up to season 4. Because season 5 is out right now. And girl, I watched it last night. Boy, this show's never going to get bad. Like, it's just more exciting every season. But so basically what ends up happening all the time in How to Get Away with Murder is that somebody dies, somebody's killed, and then they kind of just like work their way back. And then at the end, you either find out like who died or who killed them and stuff like. It's just so good. And then they also just like have a lot that goes on within their personal lives. Like Annalise is an alcoholic and all of that. It's just crazy. Like that's probably my favorite show, period. I used to watch Scandal with that, but I stopped watching Scandal because it was too scandalous. So that's not on my list. But next we have this is number 4, and I'm gonna lose count, so yeah. Next we have Orange is the New Black. I know half of y'all probably know what Orange is the New Black is, but it's a super duper good show. It's basically just you know, these women in prison, and it, you know, you get to learn a lot about their lives from before they were in prison, like why they got in there, and then you get to see kind of like what goes on in prison. But it's also kind of like a fun show. But they also have like a lot of sad stuff that goes on in there, and a lot of like real stuff. And so super good show. I think the last season is this summer. I think that's it, and it's a Netflix original. So next thing we have is The Last OG. I just watched this maybe like 3 weeks ago. It's a newer show with Tiffany Haddish in it and Tracy Morgan. And basically he gets out of prison after serving a drug sentence and stuff like that. And when he gets out, he sees that, you know, the place where he comes from is like super different and everything. And you know, he tries to change and become a better person and stuff like that. And yeah, you just kind of get to see how all of that works out for him. And it's a super good show, and it's really funny too. It's like supposed to be like a comedy, and so yeah, it's funny. Greenleaf. I love Greenleaf. This comes on the Oprah Winfrey Network, but they have all the seasons on Netflix now, updated all the way up to season 3, and it's so good. It's basically just about like church scandal stuff. I don't even know how to explain it to y'all, but it's just so good. And like Grace, she comes back, and then like apparently after she comes back, it's like more things just fall apart and all of that. And I'm trying not to get into the nits and crannies, but they got a lot going on in that holy family. Next we have Riverdale. I know a lot of people watch Riverdale. This comes on regular TV, the CW. Yeah, CW comes on CW. Super duper good. I'm watching the new season now on the CW app. So if you didn't know, because we never bought a cable cord, so we have a Roku, and so if you didn't know, you can watch Riverdale for free on the CW app. But like the updated season, but they have season 1 or whatever on Netflix, and you can watch that, season 1 and season 2, and you can watch that, and it's super good. It's basically just about these high schoolers, and each season they have like a little something different, but I noticed that there's been death in every season, and you know, it's just crazy because they're in high school. It kind of reminds me of Pretty Little Liars, like they're in high school, but they have like a lot going on. So yeah. You, I just finished that. The show's literally called You, Y-O-U. I just finished watching that maybe last week. That was good. Basically, this boy is crazy. He was stalking this girl. Then they started dating, and then she found out, and then almost ruined it. But you gotta watch it. He basically goes like to extremes trying to protect this girl that he started off stalking, and now he's dating. And yeah, he was crazy. And there's gonna be a season 2 because I can't say, but there's gonna be a season 2 of that. It's super good. Luther, that's really good. It has Idris Elba in it. He's like a detective type guy. He's pretty crazy too. He has some issues. He's having like marital issues and stuff like that. And so that's a good show. Safe is a good show. Basically, these 2 kids go missing, and then the whole town just, but the end, y'all, if you watch this show, you're not gonna expect the end. Like, blew me, but it's really good. Somewhere between, this is so good. It has Paula Patton in it, and like, y'all, this show was like, it was good. I just finished watching this not that long ago too, when I was at home on Christmas break. And basically her daughter dies, and then she goes to kill herself because then she starts having problems with her marriage, and then obviously she misses her daughter and stuff like that, and so she goes to drown herself, and she ends up being saved by this man. I don't want to say like too many details because but she ends up getting saved by this man, and then they both realize that they've like started over from the day, and it's just like crazy. And so now she's trying to do everything to like save her daughter this time and all that, but in order for her to do that, there's some sacrifices that have to be made, and so super duper duper good. The Mist is really good. If you've ever seen the movie The Mist, then you know what I'm talking about. It's basically just something in the mist, and it's crazy. People be getting killed and stuff like that. The Rain is super good. Basically, like the rain has some type of disease, and so you gotta stay out the rain, and it ends up being like some people that started it, like the government or some stuff. I can't really remember. I watched this a while ago, but it was a really good show. 7 Seconds is super duper good. This show kind of just touches on police brutality and like injustice and things like that. Her son ends up being killed by a police officer. It has Virginia King in it, and it's really really good. The Fall, I just finished watching this when I was at home for Christmas break. Like I told you, I'll be watching TV. I always make time for TV. Okay, period. That's like one of my favorite hobbies, is watching something good. But The Fall is really good. Basically, he's crazy. It has Jamie Dornan in it, and what's her name? Gillian Anderson. And they're like the main characters, and basically he's like a serial killer. He kills women and stuff like that, and then she's a detective that comes from somewhere, like them, y'all know what I'm talking about, and tries to help with the case and stuff like that. And I won't say what happens, but he's real crazy, and he has a wife and children and everything, and he just goes out in the middle of the night and kills women. But that's good. Y'all should watch that. It's a good show. Ozark. Love Ozark. Love it. The first episode, you're going to be like, maybe this ain't the show for me, but keep watching it. Because at the end of the first episode, then you're going to be like, oh, snap. Maybe I need to. And you do. It has 2 seasons, and they're both bomb. Basically, they just going through a lot. They poor family. They got the kids involved. He be washing money for people. It's just a lot. I don't even know how to really explain it, but it's just good. It's just real good. he's like really good at cleaning money, and then like he buys these businesses and stuff like that, so that way he can wash the money and everything. And you know, he got these people that will kill him, honestly, if he don't do certain things, because you know he got a lot going on. It's just really good. I don't even know how to explain it. You just have to watch it. Like, that's just one of them shows. There be so much going on, you don't even really know what to say. Wentworth, this show super bomb. It's kind of like Orange is the New Black. It's basically women in prison. You're gonna be sad when you watch it because something happens, and it was like, wow. But there's just one character in there that you're not gonna stand. Oof. But it's a super duper good show. River's really good. Also, I'm a detective man, and he's like kind of delusional. His colleague ends up getting murdered, like basically right in front of him, but he didn't get to see who did it. And so they're trying to, like, you know, solve the case, and whole time, like, because he was like in love with her, and whole time, like, he's like imagining her there and stuff like that. And you know, they just think he's crazy and that maybe he should take time off, but he really wants to find out who did it. And it's just a crazy show. But also, like, with that, you get to find out like some secrets that she had and stuff. And so it's a really good show. The 90s, oh my god, I keep like hitting my head on the thing. The 90s, it's like documentary type of show, but it's really good. I watched it with my mom, and it's basically just like everything that happened in the 90s. And so they talk about government stuff that's going on. They talk about like TV shows and music and all of that, technology type stuff. And so that was really good. The Haunting of Hill House is really good. My mom put me onto that, and basically a sister ends up dying, and it brings them all back together, and then like some haunted stuff starts going on. You get to find out like some stuff from their past, and there's this certain house that it's just crazy. That show got a lot going on too, and like they're all like siblings and stuff like that. One dude writes a book, the other she owns like a funeral home, and she does the what's it called stuff, like what is it called? What's the term for it? Like where you put the makeup on them and stuff like that. And one of them, she has like a magic hand. The other one's a drug addict, and yeah. So that was a really good show. It's just like, it's supposed to be kind of like thriller type. Taken, I just started that one, and it's really good so far. Since I haven't finished it, I don't really know what I'm supposed to say about it, but basically he killed this dude's son, and now he's after him. Big Mouth is really good. It's kind of like a grown-up cartoon in a way. It's like a cartoon, but they use like, you know, cuss words, and it'll kind of, I don't want to say it'll put you in the mind of South Park, but kind of like South Park, how it's a cartoon, but maybe you should not put it on for your child. But it's good. Marlon's really good, starring Marlon Wayans, and it has, I can't never remember her name, but it has her in it. And it's like a comedy, and they're only like 20 minutes an episode. Really good. And Shameless, I know everybody's seen Shameless. They're basically just this dysfunctional family in Chicago, and it's really good. They got a lot going on. Okay, that was all the shows. And so now the movies. What Happened to Monday is my first recommendation. That movie's mad bomb. I've seen that movie probably like 4 or 5 times, and it's good. Basically, there's these sisters, I don't know what the term, but it's 7 of them, and they're all like twins, not the, y'all know the term, but it's 7 of them, and their names are Monday through Sunday. And Monday ends up going missing, and yeah, and it's bad because it was during what was it called, it was this Child Allocation Act, and so you were only supposed to have, I think it was 1 or 2, I think it was 1, I don't remember, but child per household and stuff like that for like population control and, you know, food expenses and all of that. But their mom ended up having 7, and so like their dad was trying to protect them and all that, and they end up making it to adulthood. And then like these government people were mad because they're like, how the heck did this happen? And it's pretty crazy. Okay, it's good because you find out some crazy stuff about Monday. The Man in 3B is a really good movie. I don't really know how to explain that one, but basically there's a murder that happens, and yeah, the way that it's just good. Okay. How it ends, it has Forrest Whitaker in it. It's basically the world ending, super duper good movie. Secrets in Their Eyes is really good. It has Sandra Bullock in it, and that's a good movie. Her daughter ends up dying and all of that. I don't want to like ruin the movies. It's so hard to not ruin the movies, but that was really good. And then they're like trying to find like the killer, and it's been like years, and then whole time it's just good. Till Death Do Us Part, we just watched that the other day. That was a really good movie. Basically they're in this marriage and dude is crazy and he ain't going for none of that, and so she like tries to like fake her death, and y'all have to watch the movie to see if it works or not. Okay. True to the Game is really good. He's like a drug dealer type guy. The Preacher's Son is super good. This movie is twisted. Like when y'all watch this, y'all gonna be like, oh no. It has Christian Keys in it, and it is what it sounds like. He's a preacher's son, but then he meets this girl, and then there's something that you're gonna find out about this girl, because you know they was dating and stuff, and y'all need to watch them. I was like, ooh, nuh-uh. But Amateur is really good. It has Michael Rainey Jr. He's like a basketball player, but he has like this thing with numbers and stuff, and so he gets teased a lot, but then he just ends up coming like this big time, you know what I'm saying? And so yeah, that was a good movie. Burning Sands has Trevor Jackson in it. That's like, that's my second man's. But that's really good. They're like in college and they're trying to get into this fraternity, and they have to do like some wicked stuff, and that's really good. July 22nd, I believe that one is based on true events. Ends up like killing these children and things like that, and it's just crazy. You guys really need to watch that. I think he was trying to kill those who like believed in God and stuff like that, if I'm not mistaken, and he went to like this Christian camp and killed a bunch of children, and it was just wild. It was very sad too. Next we have Deuces. That was a good movie. It has Lance Gross in it, Rotimi, and that one guy from Old School, the light-skinned one with the afro. I can't think of his name right now, but it had him in it, and that was really good. And that was a messy movie. If y'all don't like Rotimi and Power, y'all not gonna like him in this movie either. But it was good. Basically, this cop was going undercover trying to, you know, figure out, you know, knock down these drug dealers and stuff like that. And then he ends up getting close to one of them. Oh, it has some Lorenz Tate in it too. He ends up getting close to one of them, and then like stuff just start hitting the fan, and yeah. Gone Baby Gone's really good. It has Casey Affleck in it. I think that's his name. Yeah, Casey Affleck in it. Basically this little girl goes missing. Oh, and Morgan Freeman. This little girl goes missing, and then when you find out who actually has her, you're gonna be like, what? Message from the King, super duper good movie. It has Chadwick Boseman in it. Y'all know I can't pronounce nothing, but it has him in it, and he not playing. Y'all just need to watch that movie, because if I say it, then it's gonna ruin the movie, because it's like in the beginning what you're gonna find out. But just know it's good, and he not playing with nobody. He was on sight. But who killed Jam Master Jay? Obviously, this is based on a true story. He was with Run DMC, and my mom put me onto this one, and you kind of just get to see. And you're gonna, when you watch it, you're gonna be like, what? Because you're gonna have a feeling of who it was from everything that they say, but they still don't know who killed him. And everything just lines up to this one person in there, and it's just crazy. Bird Box, as we all know, Sandra Bullock again. Dismiss is really good. It has Dylan Sprouse in it. He's like this smart dude or whatever, but he's so smart he crazy, and he don't play about his grades. And then he try to like kill the teacher. And anyway, that movie was crazy. Then we have No Escape. That's a really good movie. It has that dude in it with the nose. I can't think of his name, but it has him in it. That movie made me cry. Like, that was a good movie. But there's like these people, and I don't even know how to explain it, but it was a really good movie. Extinction's really good. Standoff's really good. That has Lawrence Fishburne in it, and it's literally what it sounds like, a standoff. But it was good. It was good. He killed these people, and then this little girl saw, and then she ran to this house, and you know, she was in the house, but there was this dude in the house, and he had a gun, and then Lawrence Fishburne had a gun, and so Lawrence was downstairs, the dude and the girl were upstairs, and they were like, you know, having a standoff. When Angels Sleep is really good. Basically, he's like this office type worker guy. He's heading home for his daughter's birthday that he missed her party, by the way. And he ends up running over something, and the thing that he runs over was a person. And yeah, they told him he wasn't fit to be driving, but he was driving anyway. And then it kind of just like escalates from there, because this girl saw, and she's like, oh no, we're not getting away with that. And yeah, it was just crazy. Playdate is a good movie, and it was mad crazy. These people move next door, and her son ends up being crazy, trying to kill people. He done killed people before, and girl. Bright's really good. It has Will Smith in it, and I don't ever know anyone's name, but Will Smith is in it. That's a good movie. I'm pretty sure y'all have seen that probably by now. Emily's a good movie. She's the babysitter. She faked like she was the babysitter, but she's like crazy, and she lost her baby before because she accidentally killed him. And so now she's looking for another baby, and so she went, and she's babysitting this family's children, and she's trying to steal their youngest child, and it's crazy. Into the Forest is really good. It's about these sisters trying to survive after like an apocalypse type thing. And you know, their dad dies, and now they're trying to survive together. And with it being the apocalypse, and it went on for like a long time. So you know, obviously they're starting to run out of food, resources, and everything like that. Oh, I was about to ruin something for y'all, but I'm not gonna do that. But it's really good. Final two, we have Tales from the Hood 2. That's super good. And then like the second to last story, that's probably like the realest one in there. Some of them, there's like some funny parts in them, and some of them it's like you really have to pay attention because it's actually like a message in there. But it's just like what it sounds like. There's different tales. Like there's one about like, you know, drugs and stuff like that, and so that's really good. And then the last one I have is 7 Pounds. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen this movie before, but it's on Netflix now, and it has Will Smith in it. And basically he got into a car accident, ends up killing 7 people. And he's basically trying to do like 7 little acts of kindness and stuff like that, and he ends up going above and beyond. We'll just say that. That's a really sad movie. Towards the end, you're gonna cry, but It's really good, and it's definitely worth watching. And those are my 50 Netflix recommendations. Raw and uncut, because I don't even know if I'm going to edit this, because I was just a talking. But yeah, 50 Netflix recommendations. If you're ever bored, come back to this video and pick one, because I would not send y'all off. They're all good. Ask anybody about me and my movie/show picking skills. I don't play. Okay? But so, yes. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you like my recommendations, and that when you watch them, you're just like, what? Just as, you know, engaged and surprised as me on some of these. Yes, invite a friend or 10 to come check out my channel, some of my content, and to subscribe, share, like, and leave a friendly comment down below. Again, thank you guys for watching video 8 of 10. See you next time, because I'm probably gonna be posting a video tomorrow. Okay, peace, love, and hair grease.
Gotta get it by any means. Things ain't really what they seem. One day they on your team, the next day they trying to scheme. 'Cause when you get that bag, you better watch your back.
Quality. Thank you for watching.